Hey everyone, Phil here. Welcome to Unlocking Harmonic Language Week 2. Last week we discussed the 4 triads: major, minor, diminished, and augmented. We played C major, C minor, C diminished, and C augmented up and down the neck, and we did the same thing in F. If you haven't done that yet, I would recommend going back to it, or if you're just ready to go, let's get into lesson 2. So the great music educator Barry Harris once said, music is movement. And that's at the core of these lessons. Today we're going to move in between these triads in 4 different ways. C major to F major, C minor to F minor, C major to F minor, C minor to F major. We'll have a couple of bonus movements too at the end. So let's discuss movement 1. When you have a C chord to an F chord, of course C is the common tone between those 2 chords, so that note doesn't have to move. E on the C chord can move up to F. G on the C chord can move up to A. We're going to try to do the minimum amount of movement to get from one chord to another. I'm going to provide you with 3 different ways we can play these, and on top of that, you can play them in different directions. I'll explain that in a moment. So when it says movement 1, AA, that means we can go up a C chord, up an F chord, shift to get to the first inversion C chord, then play the root position F chord. C major in second inversion to F major in first inversion, C major, root position. There we have it. Let's run that a little quicker. I'm also going to offer you an alternate route. So this is what I like to do. I like to go up the middle 4 strings up to a certain point, and then go to the last 4 strings, the highest 4 strings, for the rest of the exercise. Here we go. Return to the first shape, playing the last 4 strings, or the higher 4 strings. C major, F major, C major, F major. You can also go forward, backwards, or ascending, descending. So I go up, C, down an F chord, up a C chord, down an F chord. Make it tricky. And I always tie over the common tone. Descending and ascending. Descending, C, up and ascending, F, descending C, ascending F, descending C, up and ascending F, right? Let's try a third option. So instead of thinking of our chord shapes, let's think of our melodic shapes. We can go up C, up F, right? We go up C in second inversion. Bit of a chord shape there, and then we go. Those are kind of fun. So have fun with those. So for these examples, I actually prefer my second option, where I go up the middle 4 strings for a bit and then do the remaining on the higher 4 strings. So movement 2 will be C minor to F minor. So the E flat on C minor can go up a whole step to F, and the G can go up a half step to A flat. Here we go. Have to go up this shape, then this shape. For F minor, go up C minor. You all know this one. Here's an F minor. Here's the C minor. As far as ascending, descending, descending, ascending, descending, descending, you can figure that out. Let's talk about movement 3. I really like movement 3. It's a C major going to an F minor. It's very dramatic sounding. It's a 5-1 progression in the key of F minor. If that doesn't make sense, don't worry, it will make sense later on. So we're gonna go up a C major, up an F minor, C major, F minor, C major, F minor, C major, F minor. It reminds me of the band Muse. I'm sure they use that progression a lot. Movement 4 is C minor to F major. On the C minor chord, we can move up the E flat a whole step to F, and then the G a whole step to A. This is essentially a 2-5 progression in the key of B flat major. If you don't understand what that is, don't worry about it. We'll cover it later. Up C minor, then F major, C minor, switching string sets. What about diminished to diminished? It's not that great. You can do it if you want. It's an interesting sound. But diminished chords don't like to resolve to each other. They actually prefer to go to either major or minor chords. We'll talk more about diminished chords when we cover dominant 7th chords. That'll be happening soon. I'm going to have a couple of bonus movements for you. So augmented chords are actually pretty cool. So if you go from C augmented to F major, it sounds like this. Just move the shape up. And then we go augmented. All right. I really dig the C augmented to F minor because if you think about it, there are 2 common tones, C and G sharp or A flat, right? You only have to move the E up a half step to F. So they're very similar chords. You can kind of see the relation. Move up a single note every time. Now on top of this, I want you to figure out how to do the 4 triads in B flat. So B flat major, B flat minor, B flat diminished, and B flat augmented. A couple of ways you can do this. You can do this in the 6th fret position, major. Basically some sort of version of what you did in C down a whole step. You can also do chord shapes, semichord shapes, right? Minor. About it, right? Diminished. What to do now? That could have been better, but you know, exploring and making mistakes, that's the whole point of this. Augmented, as you can imagine, is just a pattern that you'll copy. I found a better place here. Just staircase, right? Here. Fun. Or, right, a couple of different ways to do it. Okay, enjoy these exercises, and I'll catch you next week for the next lesson.